Hi, I'm Jordan with Karcher, and this is the KM130 Ride-On Industrial Sweeper. This brief video is going to be an introduction on the KM130, but also note that this instructional video can be used also for the KM150. It's a slightly larger brother, so let's go ahead and get started. On the KM130, you'll notice the seat. We have two yellow daily touch points. The first is for the adjustment. Determine how far or close it is we wish to be to the unit. There's also one here for lumbar support. We can also actually lift up the entire seat, and then we can gain access to the propane tank. Another door that we can utilize to gain access to the propane tank is this portion right here, where when it comes time we can actually swap out the can and do another one. You'll get approximately 5 hours of run time per one tank of propane. So now we're going to go ahead and do the startup sequence or the ignition sequence for the KM130 sweeper. This also applies to the KM150 sweeper as well. You'll notice that we start with the Karcher Easy Dial. So when we turn the system on, we will be able to choose from transport mode, main broom cleaning, or main broom with side brush cleaning as well, based upon whichever segment it is that we turn to. Other things on the control dashboard, we have access to a horn. This is the shaker that will actually use the machine to open up the pleats to the filter so all the fine dust can fall down into the main portion of the hopper. We have a forward and reverse button. When we wish to start the unit, it will actually be in neutral as it is right now. We have one for a strobe light if we're in an indoor application and we need to be seen a little bit better. This button right here is used to pick the hopper up and down. When we're actually in proper position to go ahead and open the debris flap, we'll use this guy to do that so that we can dump the dirt and debris into the receptacle of our choice. We also have the ability to turn on a vacuum system. So if we are in a wet application, we can leave this thing off. If we're in an application where we want a little bit of fine filtering and we want the system to breathe a little bit better, a little bit easier, we can actually turn this guy on, and then it will start pulling air through that the vacuum pleated system. Another couple pieces for operational control I'd like to point out. First are the right foot pedal, which is used as the gas pedal. You of course turn the unit off and on with the keyed system right here. There's also a parking brake located over here. This is if you ever parking this unit on a grade going up or down or something like that and you want to be able to lock it up, you can most certainly do so. So as far as the ignition sequence, we are going to go ahead and use that key system that you see right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the unit in neutral, and then I'm going to start the unit up. You'll hear it run idly for a second, then you're actually going to hear me up the RPMs using this little up arrow right there. So I'm going to leave my microphone on so you can hear the difference in terms of sound once we actually up the RPMs on this unit for transport. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the KM130 in action here. In this version we have both of these side brushes down as well as the main broom portion of it, and this is for some larger organic material, leaves and pine needles and things of that nature, and you can see it does a really nice job of pulling that material off of a baseboard or a wall or against racking, whatever it is that you may be on. And it does a great job with larger litter, but it also does an amazing job with really fine debris. So here's a shot of the unit coming towards us with some dust and gravel on a normal street application. When it does come time to dump, being a direct throw sweeper, this hopper is mounted in the front of the unit. That drop box right there is standard at about 4.5 to 5 feet tall. And you can see that unit come up. You get it in position, and when you are ready, you just hit that button and it will go ahead and release that debris bin and deposit all that material where it is that you would like it to go. For this last little portion of video, I just wanted folks to see how maneuverable a larger unit of this size can be. As you see, the rear wheel is what is driving that unit, and it is also where it is used to turn. And even in a parking lot that has vehicles and cars and walls and things like that, it's still extraordinarily maneuverable. Well, thank you very much for watching our video on the KM130 Ride-On Industrial Sweeper. If you have any further questions, you can certainly contact your local area Karcher manager and they can help you. And until next time, keep it clean.